Navigating the Learning Portal. Trainer View. Welcome back to the Learning Portal. This time we are going to learn about some features that you will have access to after you obtain a trainer account on the website. Some of these features include the ability to create your own courses and upload your own badges to the Learning Portal. Remember, all new users who register to the MISS.MOE platform will have learner accounts by default, so you may not be able to see or access the features shown to you in this video right away. In order to have your current user account automatically upgraded to a trainer account, simply complete the short MISS.MOE Verified Trainer course located on the website. This course should only take you about 1 to 1.5 hours to complete. When you have successfully completed the course and have earned your MISS.MOE Verified Trainer badge, the next time you log into the MISS.MOE Learning Portal, you will find that you will then be able to access all the training tools shown to you in this video. Creating a course. Once your account has been upgraded to a trainer account, you will be able to see a Create New Course button located at the top right corner of your user homepage. Clicking on this button will allow you to create a new course. There are numerous sections that will appear on the Add New Course page. However, you do not have to fill out all of them to create a new course. Only those fields marked with a red circle and an exclamation point indicate a field that is required to fill out with information. The first bit of information you will want to input is your course full name and course short name. The full name refers to the full title of your course, like An Introduction to Digital Whiteboard Tools for ESL Teachers, whereas the short name refers to the name of the course as you want it to appear in the title of any automated messages and emails that may go out to your enrolled learners. You will want this to be a short name for your course, like Intro to Whiteboards. Next, you will want to select a category for your course. Course categories are organized into branches like this. Now, sometimes the content of your course could belong to a number of different categories. In this case, simply pick the category that you feel is the best match for your course. This decision can be based on the type of users who you think would get the most benefit out of taking your course. For example, this course could belong to either the IT and Educational Technology category or the ESL and Language Development category. However, the types of users who would probably find the content of this course the most helpful, and hence would be most likely to be looking for it, would be teachers with ESL students seeking ways to better support their learners. So I'm going to put this course into the ESL category. Now, by default, all newly created courses on the MISS.MOE platform will be set to Hidden under the Course Visibility setting. This is because it is going to take you some time to upload instructional content, assessments, and badges to your course before you are ready to release it to learners. It is therefore highly recommended to leave this field set to Hide for now. If you change it to Show too early, then you will accidentally be releasing a blank or half-finished course for users to find and enroll in on the website. Not good. Only after you have finished uploading your instructional content and badges to your course will you want to return to this page by editing your course settings and then change the course visibility to Show to publish your course on the website. The rest of these fields are optional and are already filled with the recommended settings. If you want users to be able to enroll in your course indefinitely, which is the most common way for users to enroll in courses on the website, then simply leave these settings the way they are. If you want to give your course a predetermined expiration date, then select Enable here and fill in the date you want your course to expire or become hidden from the website. Note that it is not very common to post courses that expire to the website. However, there are some reasons exceptions to this may exist, so MISS.MOE does allow trainers to use this setting if needed. Course ID numbers are generally not needed and are only visible to the trainer. Trainers can use this to internally track their courses if needed. The course description, as the name implies, is the description of your course. Provide a synopsis or a summary of what your course is about here. What skills or best practices will your trainees learn? What are the goals or objectives of this course? What will learners come out of this course being able to accomplish? The following fields are mostly optional. The course format fields will allow you to adjust the appearance of your course. Note that you can always return to these fields later when editing your course, so there is no pressure to select a course style now. You can change how topics appear in your course under the Format field, and you can add the number of default topics or sections here. Think of sections like categories for your training modules. They can be organized by instructional topics or by sequential groupings like Unit 1 or Unit 2. You can always add more sections or delete existing sections later. But if you already have an idea in mind of how many sections you want your course to have, then you can enter that number here. Now let's talk about learner groups. Note that a learner group is not the same as a PLC group, which you will find on the social network section of the MISS.MOE platform. Learner groups are course-specific and are generally only needed when you want to separate your learners into different online instructional groups. Think of it like a tool for categorizing your list of enrolled learners. Now, it is not very common for trainers to use learner groups since they require some level of continuous course management to maintain. However, trainers are welcome to use this feature if they feel it's needed. Separate groups will hide learners from users in groups different from theirs on the course's participants list, whereas visible groups will not hide users from one another. Using groups has some advantages, like being able to download data reports based on specific groups of learners. However, learners are also not added to groups automatically. The sorting of learners into groups has to be done manually by the trainer after they enroll. So keep this in mind when deciding whether you want to use this feature or not. And finally, inputting tags will be required before you publish your course. Tags are short keywords that describe the content of your course. You want to think of any words or short phrases that learners might type into the site's search engine if they were hoping to search for, find, and enroll in your course. You will need to separate out each keyword or phrase with a comma or by pressing Enter on your keyboard. For example, for this course, I might add tags like whiteboards, edtech, ELL, or the full English language learners. When you are finished, click Save and Display to be taken to your unpublished course page. And voila! Your unpublished course page will look something like this. Note that yours may look a little different depending on the appearance settings you selected when you created your course. This course page is where you can now upload your instructional content and digital badges for your trainees. If you want to go back to edit the overall appearance or information about your course, simply click on the gear icon in the top right corner of your course page, and then click on Edit Settings, like this. Remember, you will want to return to this page once you have finished uploading all the instructional content and digital badges to your course. Simply change the Hide field to Show, and then save your course settings to publish your course. Publishing your course will make it visible to users on the website and will allow learners to start enrolling in your course. Good luck! Thanks for watching. For more information about digital badges, please visit www.miss.mo.